Wine enters her bedroom with no hope for her future whatsoever. She lies on the bed and tried to watch TV, but she shut it off after a few minutes, as she didn't find anything interesting, even when her favorite show was live. She tried to sleep, for which she laid for hours, as she doesn't want to do anything else, but she couldn't sleep. Finally, she got up and leaned against the fence of the balcony, looking at the pleasurable weather. Is this how it's gonna end? I didn't even get to enjoy it. Tears rolled down from her eyes when she wondered this, and put her head on her arms on the fence, admiring the weather. Suddenly, someone grabs her by her waist and hugs her from behind, putting his head on her shoulders. She looked behind, only to see it was her beloved husband, who doesn't love her at all, according to her. Jungkook, let's go watch that movie you were talking about yesterday. She turned to him with amazed expressions and looked at him, saying, But didn't you say you were busy? We can do it late. Jungkook, I can't be busy at this hour of time. Why? Just why didn't you tell me? Why? What did I not tell you? Jungkook, forget it. We have a lot of things to do right now. First, let's watch that movie, and then go to the amusement park, and then go to the club, and then everywhere you want to go. Why? Why are you acting like that all of a sudden? You didn't have time for any of this. Did something bad happen? Not at all. I was busy with my work too much that I forgot I have a wife to take care of. So I took a few days off. It won't be a problem at all. Jungkook said, trying hard to stop his tears. Really? Are we really going out? I don't believe this. I was feeling really bored that I wanted to die. I'll get changed fast. She ran to the wardrobe after saying that. Jungkook, don't talk about dying again. He looked at the weather and tears were about to fall out from his eyes when he remembered the words she wrote in her diary. The day before yesterday, Wine asked Jungkook to go watch a movie with her. She wants to see it badly, but Jungkook refused her, as he was really busy and didn't have a second to waste, so he left it for later. Wine does love him, even if he's her arranged husband, but Jungkook didn't have any feelings for her from the start. But he does almost everything she asks him, as, whatever the reason, she is his wife at the end. He refused her, but later in the day, when he was about to get the car keys, he saw her diary that she forgot to put in the drawer as she hurried to the washroom. He never saw a diary like that, so he opened it out of curiosity. But what his heart felt after reading it couldn't be explained, and that wasn't even the great shock for him. He read something else after the part that she was about to die. He read the next page that said, Things I want to do before dying, which had a lot of other things. But the first one was, Watch a movie with your husband. Jungkook, who didn't cry even when he read she was about to die. But when he saw her bucket list and that he refused her so easily, he burst into tears after reading that. He dropped the car keys that were in his hand and fell on his knees. Why wouldn't you tell me that? Are you an idiot or what? He said, having tears in his eyes. He decided at that moment that he would do everything that she wants to. He took a picture of her page and got up to change his suit into casual clothes. But when he comes out, he sees Wine in the balcony. He wipes his tears when he heard her steps coming out of the dressing room. He looked at her with attention this time. She was looking tiny, in pink dress with her bangs. Wine. What? Are you still not ready? Jungkook. I'm ready as I am. You do your makeup. I'll wait in the car. Ready? I'm not going with you like that. You know, I like your messy hair. She came to him and started messing with his hairs. But then she looked at him. Oh, sorry. I was just. You can do it. Jungkook said, smiling while looking in her eyes. She knew that Jungkook doesn't like her, so she got hesitant when she looked at him. But he agreed for her to do it. She smiled again and made his hairs according to how she wanted. Jungkook, just remember that no one can mess with my hairs, just like you did today. He flicked her nose while saying that and went outside toward the car. Wine. What was that? Does it mean I'm special? She smiled and went behind him. They did watch the movie and went to the shopping mall. He bought her everything she wanted. He didn't love her at all to do all of this with her. He never thought about her. He was only doing all of this as he felt bad about her, and he wanted to fulfill her last wishes. She did shop a lot and changed her clothes a lot of times. Every time she would ask Jungkook how does she look, but he just shrugs it off, saying, "It's fine," to every dress. The problem wasn't wine or the dresses, but it was that his heart was fluttering a lot whenever he would see her. Why do you keep saying that? If you don't like any of it, then at least tell which is better. I can't keep changing forever. Jungkook, you look good in everything. What do I do? Just buy everything. And why is it so hot here? I'm going outside, Jungkook said after getting irritated as to why his heart is acting so strange. Fine. Hot? The AC is still on, and it's not at all. Why does he keep acting like that? What should I buy now? Everything? She smiled, remembering his reaction, so she did buy everything. He waited for her in the car, trying to control his racing heartbeat. Then she came in it, and there it went, racing again. Wine. I had so much fun today. You must have been tired, but I was really happy today. I did. She kept speaking, but he didn't hear it. He was looking at her, and everything else disappeared for him. He looked in her eyes and happy face, trying to explain her happiness. Utmost bliss it was for him. When she was done, she looked at him being lost somewhere. She snapped her fingers in front of him and said, "Were you even listening to me?" Fine. Anyway, I'm so thankful for today. Yeah, I'm happy if you're happy. Let's go. He started driving the car with utmost awkwardness, trying to look at her, but he did not. Fine. By the way, where are we going now? We were. Where are we going? Jungkook asked, coming finally into his senses. Fine. How should I know? You don't know where are you driving to? I don't. I was just driving straight without Jungkook finally took a deep sigh and stopped the car on a side and looked at his phone to see what's next. Why? Now you stopped the car. What happened to you today? You're not in your senses at all. Where do you keep getting lost? Is something bothering you? Yes, you, Jungkook. You're bothering me so much today. I can't focus on anything, he said, getting irritated, for which he got the wrong idea and thought she was at fault. Fine. But what did I do? He immediately took off his seatbelt and crashed his lips upon hers, not knowing why, but he just did. Vine got goosebumps in every part of her body. She looked at him for a few seconds before closing her eyes and kissing him whatsoever. The kiss got deeper and deeper with every passing second, and it wasn't long that they got serious about it and held each other, showing passion in their kiss. Finally, after breaking the kiss, Jungkook looked straight ahead, outside the car, instead of looking at Vine. He took heavy breaths while putting on his seatbelt. Should we go to the amusement park then? He asked with as awkwardness as it was between them at the moment. Why? It's already night. Right. Let's go home then and start from now tomorrow. Not from here. But he stopped saying anymore and started driving towards the home. He immediately went to the washroom after entering and went to the dressing room to change her clothes. When she came outside, he was already sitting on the bed, seriously thinking about something. He notices her outside, so he says to her, "Let's do the surgery." Wine. But it's almost impossible to find a heart donor in this. Do you know about this? Hmm. And you didn't tell me about it, Jungkook said, looking with his caring eyes. Wine. I was about to, but you were busy and I'm sorry. I just didn't feel like telling you. I don't know why. But I would have still told you if you. She stopped saying when she saw tears in his eyes. You are crying? She went to him and sat beside him. Why would you cry, Jungkook? Because I finally know that I have feelings for you. I did feel the same sometimes when you were around, but couldn't figure it out. Now, when I finally know, no, I won't let you die. She also had tears in her eyes after hearing him. She hugged his head and told him, "Sorry, but it's really difficult now. But I'll stay alive for you as long as I can." Jungkook, why are you crying, huh? You can't die. You think it will be difficult for me? I'll give you my heart if needed, but won't let you die. I'll. Don't say that again, at least not when I'm around. He looked at her and hugged her back while smiling. Right, I don't have to, because nothing's happening to you. Wine. Then stop crying. Jungkook. Me? I don't cry. Wine laughed, looking at his red face. Sure you can't. Jungkook. I'm telling the truth. Why would you laugh? I'm all grown up. I don't do those childish things. Wine laughed again when she said, I should have taken a picture when you looked ahead after kissing me. She kept laughing, for he kept looking at her, and hugged her again, saying, Just be like this forever, with me. She hugged him tightly, and while having those sweet talks for the first time, they slept in each other's embrace, holding each other forever. Starting next day, Jungkook ordered in every hospital of Korea, for if a heart donor comes, they should contact Jungkook first, before anyone else. He will pay whatever the price they want. It wasn't even few days that Jungkook got a call from one of the hospitals. Jungkook, thank you. Thank you so much, doctor. We'll be right on the time. He cut the phone call, and the excitement in his heart couldn't be controlled. His legs started shivering from the anxiety as he waited for Fan to come out of the washroom. As soon as she came out, he picked her up from her waist and started moving in circles with the excitement. Then he put her down and kissed her on the lips. What is it? Will you tell me now? She asked, seeing him this happy for the first time. He hugged her as tight as he could and then said, We found the heart donor. She screamed in surprise and happiness. As she asked, What? Are you serious? She hugged him back and wrapped her legs around his waist while holding his shoulders. Let's be happy like this forever, Vine. I'll share my worries with you and happiness, and you need to do the same. Please don't hide anything from me, ever. Promise me. Jungkook said, looking in her eyes. Vine, I'm sorry. I promise I'll tell you everything. I love you so much. I love you too, Jungkook said and started pecking her lips.